and then throws it away, but the last touched over there by Mauricio Wallace. So great break for Lebanon. It took a little bit of time off. We're under 2 minutes, 1:57, Lebanon by 5.
Big offensive board there by Connor Berger to go up and get that one and get it back for us.
Ken Walton inbounds to Berger. Back to Walton. So basically, looks like Walton and McCarver are going to be handling the ball out front, he and Lowe, because you've got Berger and McCathern working the post. Boy, McCathern with a great block and a switch off. McCarver gives to Lowe. Lowe kicks to Walton. Walton works top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. Tries to get it to McCarver. The referee got in the way, and it's stolen away. Here's Barnes ahead of the pack for Blackman. Boy, and he is mugged by Connor Berger, and Barnes plays the part to perfection, and all of a sudden, we're looking at a one-possession game if Barnes hits these two.
Well, the worst thing there is that Connor Berger fouls out. Yes, that's probably the worst thing that happened. I thought he had a pretty good act going on there, to tell you the truth, but I thought he slipped down trying to get the shot up. I didn't feel like that Berger really made that much contact
I didn't either.
With him.
But I can't say anything because I've been too critical of him.
Oh, I know, and I'm just speaking, not really critical of the refs.
Tell me what you think. Coach, don't hold back. Well, just a lousy call. Come on, call him like you see him.
Tough break for us over there. We run the weave pretty good there early, right there in the first part of that possession, and they just kind of got a hand on it, knocked it loose, and their player went to the floor to grab it and throw it in the back court.
Barnes' first toss up and good. Boy, it is a 4-point ball game. Blackman has brought this thing all the way back. They'll call a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Your score with 1:27 to go in the ball game. Lebanon 54, Blackman 50. Back in 30 seconds. And Coach and I sitting here talking a little bit off air, really did not anticipate this type of rally by Blackman, but impressive on their part. And you can't necessarily fault Lebanon. They haven't changed an awful lot, just haven't taken quite as good care of the ball. But Barnes at the line with the chance to cut it to 3 as he'll shoot the second of 2. Free throw in the air off the front line, no good. Boy, and Big Mac had it momentarily, and it's fought for on the ground. Possession arrow Lebanon. So big break for Lebanon that time as Stevens had it momentarily, just could not control it. Boy, if he'd got it and put it back up in the end, it would have been a 2-point ball game.
A while ago when we talked about how O'Keefe was grinning at that jump ball possession, you made the statement, next jump ball goes to Lebanon. And how important is it right now?
Absolutely. Yeah. They have,
so again,
really and truly, they have fought their hearts out, and that's one of those plays I'd love to see them go back to the old famous jump ball. That's what it is. It's a jump ball. But possession arrow's here to stay, I suppose. And full court pressure by Blackman. They might have a snowbird out of this if they want it. They get it into McCarver. McCarver double teamed in the backcourt, but he's too quick for that. Here's Walton up ahead to Smith. And they'll run a little clock. Smith over to McCarver. 113, 112. Lebanon by 4, 54-50. McCarver over to Walton. Boy, and Blackman overplaying everything, and McCarver just gets sandbagged by Barnes and no call. And it looks like Mauricio Wallace is trying to give Terrence Logue a birthday hug and gets called for the foul.
He did. That's Wallace's third foul.
I knew you'd get there.
It took me a while as T. Logue goes to the line.
And both teams in the double bonus. So Terrence Logue with 2 crucial free throws here. First one up and good. Boy, and the senior comes through when he has to. Here's Bragg back into the game. Bowers to the bench. Your 5 on the floor for Lebanon. McCarver, Walton, Logue, McCathern, and Smith. Fouled out of the ball game already for Lebanon. Alex Johnson and Connor Berger. Fouls aplenty here this evening on both squads, not just Lebanon. Here's Terrence Logue, second toss in the air and good. 56-50. Lebanon makes it a 2-possession game with right at 1 minute even to go here in the ball game.
Great ice water there by T. Logue.
Boy, it was. Bragg with a great penetration. Gets in the corner to Barnes for 3, and it's good. My goodness, that man is on fire. It's down to 3. Timeout on the floor. 50.5 seconds to go. Lebanon 56. Blackman 53. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 53 for Blackman. That's the closest they've been since the beginning of the ball game, Coach.
Exactly. Really haven't been in the ball game all night long. And Lebanon here, 4 extra turnovers here in the second half, and we're up to 16 now. They had 12 early. It was 12 apiece. And of course, Barnes is gone nuts over there, and he is wearing it out. He's got 3 threes in a row, and count the one by Alex Carter up at the top, and man, they've got 4 threes all of a sudden, and the ball game gets close. And we talked about it, prophecy from Marv. The 3-point game has changed the complexity of this thing.
56 to 53, inbounds to McCatherine. McCatherine to Walton. He's got a lane on the left side. Up in the front court, gets it to McCarver. And that's who you definitely want with the ball. He is triple teamed, and they're going to have to call a reach in somewhere, and finally do. So we'll put Big Mac at the line. I'll take okay any day.
Call it on Paul. Stevens, his 4th, as O'Kee go to the line, and that's good for the Blue Devils.
Absolutely. 3-point lead. Boy, the Blue Devils hanging on here late. This will make for great TV tomorrow. Channel 6, Charter Communications, 9:30. McCarver nails the first one. He is money in the bank. Count it.
20 points on the night for O'Mac.
And as Tick Bryan says, put him on the line. That's 2 you can count on. 57-53. The lead is 4. McCarver's second toss. And as soon as I say that, he misses, but still a 2-possession game at 57-53. 36-35. Smith in the front court over to Barnes. Barnes penetrates, kicks back out. Smith penetrates, dishes down low. There's Stevens over Big Mac, and he's got it, and it's a 2-point ball game with 25.9 seconds to go. Wow. 57-55, Lebanon by 2. Let's keep it right here, Coach. Both teams in the double bonus. Full court pressure, 57-55 to McCarver, Loeb, or McCatherine on the line.
I'd probably put anybody on the line beside O'Keefe, because I don't think they probably know well enough as somebody else. And hopefully you let them get it in up front early, easy, so there's no time goes off the clock.
Here's your ball game. Walton set the inbounds, runs the baseline, gets it into McCarver. They try to foul him and can't. And actually, Mauricio Wallace took one of the hardest fouls of the night as he stepped in front of McCarver. McCarver makes like a fullback and bulldozes, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So with 22.1 seconds to go in the ball game, 57-55, Lebanon leads. O'Keefe McCarver steps to the line for the 2 most important free throws of the evening. First toss up and good. So the best Blackman could do at this point would be tie Stevens back in along with Bragg. They'll have Barnes, Smith, and Carter. So 3 deadly 3-point shooters in the shape of Smith, Carter, and Barnes. McCarver second toss up and good. 4-point ball game. A little breathing room for Lebanon. 22.1. Here comes Bragg, kicks left side. Barnes long downtown 3, in and out, no good. McCarver with the rebound, and he's mugged by Smith, and that should do it. That'll put McCarver on the line for 2, already up by 4 with 13.9 seconds to go. There's only so many miracles left in a high school gym.
Exactly, Marv. And, as you look at this, Blackman got back into the ballgame. They were 10 of 18, and 3 of those 10 were from the 3-point line. That's where we came down, ran offense, got put on the free throw line several times, as we are right now.
McCarver's first toss is up and good, so that should pretty much salt it away. 60-55 with 13.9 seconds to go. Probably one of the most enjoyable second halves we've seen in a long time. McCarver's second toss up and good as well. So 61-55, 6-point lead. Clock moves to 10 seconds. Here's Bragg, kicks out to Barnes. Barnes penetrates in the corner to Bragg. Long 3, no good. Rebound Barnes. Walked, no call. He'll put it up and in, and Lebanon just walks away. That's the buzzer. That's the ball game. Your final score from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium right here in Lebanon High School. Blue Devils 61, Blackman 57. We'll take a short 1-minute timeout and come back and give you your complete scoring wrap-up. You're listening to Blue Devil Basketball right here on WANT FM 98.9, WCOR AM 1490.